Hey toy fans, D21 Beast Rob here, back with another Marvel Legends review for you guys here today. And today we're looking at the Iron Fist figure that was part of the Doctor Strange wave of Legends releasing earlier this fall. This is a figure that I know a lot of collectors were excited for, as opposed to the white-clad Iron Fist figure that we received earlier last year. As you can see, we do have our fairly standard Marvel Legends packaging before you, with the window box that does house the figure inside, as well as his various accessories and his Build-A-Figure piece. The back of the box does show a nice glamour shot for Iron Fist, as well as a brief bio for the character. And below that, you do have a complete lineup of all the figures available in this Dormammu Build-A-Figure wave of Marvel Legends figures. Alright toy fans, well that's the packaging. Let's get Iron Fist out of the box and see what he's all about. Out of the packaging, I'm impressed with the overall look of this Iron Fist figure. For the most part, the paintwork's pretty basic if we're not counting the hands. He has some black and white paint applied around the eyes, his trademarked Iron Fist logo on his chest, and then some green paint applied just below his knees to continue his costume design. Otherwise, this figure's color mostly comes from the plastic his parts were molded in. Comparing this figure to his 2015 counterpart, you can see that every part of this Iron Fist figure is completely different from what we'd received before. And that's especially true when you compare his hands. This new green Iron Fist figure comes with two different sets of hands, one set of bandaged hands, which feature a very nice paint wash over all the sculpted detail, a second pair of hands that seem to have a sort of black skeletal interior covered in a nice translucent yellow plastic, which makes these hands look like they jump straight out of the pages of the immortal Iron Fist comic that Matt Fraction wrote a number of years ago. Iron Fist also features two flame accessories, with a nice orange fade that's been applied towards the tip of the flames, and both of these accessories fit comfortably onto either set of hands that Iron Fist comes packaged with. But call me picky, as great as it is to have two sets of hands and even some flame effects, I do feel like this Iron Fist falls a bit short when compared to his 2015 counterpart. Why is that? Well, 2015 gave us an Iron Fist with 8 interchangeable hands, allowing you to create a number of classic kung fu poses. But here's a tip for you. If you want to apply those hands to your 2016 Iron Fist figure, all you need to do is trim off just a little bit of the peg on the white Iron Fist hands, just below the knob that holds the hand in place, and now all of these hands will fit both of your Iron Fist figures. True, it does leave your green Iron Fist in some poses where his hands aren't completely bandaged, but it gives you a lot more options for posability, and in my mind, negates the only advantage the white Iron Fist figure has over the green one. You'll also notice that this green Iron Fist figure is slightly slimmer than the white version we'd received previously, and that's because this Iron Fist reuses the same body mold that we saw originally with the Pizza Spidey that was also reused with Iceman earlier this year. I do think a lean look is fitting for the Iron Fist character, but for any of you continuity hounds, that leaves Iron Fist overall size looking notably smaller than the recent Marvel Legends Daredevil figure we've also received. And if you read Brubaker's run on Daredevil during Civil War, you'll remember that Danny Rand was able to pass himself off as Matt Murdock once Matt Murdock had gone to the Negative Zone prison. Comparing these two figures suggests that the action figure versions of these characters couldn't pull off the same. But now we're just nitpicking an otherwise stellar figure. Also a note of caution, my particular Iron Fist figure seems to have toes that are curled slightly up. This does make posing him a bit more challenging than it should have been. And based on the Pizza Spidey mold that I've got, it looks like their feet should have been the exact same. Maybe this is a one-off? Or maybe this is how every Iron Fist figure ended up. But if you see more than one Iron Fist at retail, you may want to double check to make sure this figure's flat-footed. Alright toy fans, well that's my review of the Dormammu Wave Iron Fist figure released by Hasbro in 2016. Overall, what's not to love about this figure? Aside from the fact that he doesn't have as many interchangeable hands as last year's version, this is a really strong outing for the master of the Kunlun arts. Considering we haven't received a green Iron Fist since the Toy Biz days, and that figure hasn't aged terribly well, there's no reason you should skip this guy if you see him at retail. Definitely check him out. Well, thanks for watching this review, toy fans. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below, which Iron Fist do you prefer, green or white? You guys can always keep up with me on Twitter and Instagram at D21Beast, and I'll see you guys next time.